Hello again, folks. I hope you're having a cracking start to your weekend. Now, isn't this just a cracking time to be in Derby? The city's got itself a brand new mayor, Councillor Ajit Atwell, sworn in with all the pomp and ceremony you'd expect from a place that's been run around since the Romans were stomping about. But hold on to your beer, because this isn't your average ribbon cutting, flower arranging civic leader. Oh, no, no, no. This chap's got a bit of history that's raising more eyebrows than a clown at a funeral. You see, back in 2014, Derby's new mayor, Ajit Atwell, decided to spice up his photo album by posing with, wait for it, an AK-47. Yes, you heard that right. Not a selfie with a puppy, not a snap at the local chippy, but a full-on say cheese with a bloody assault rifle. Now, I don't know about you, but when I think of civic duty, I picture shaking hands and kissing babies, not channeling Rambo. But apparently this little photo shoot didn't go down well because it cost him his job as a magistrate at the time, back in 2014. Now, the powers that be decided that waving around a Kalashnikov wasn't exactly the image they wanted for someone upholding the law. Funny that, isn't it? Now, fast forward to 2025, and here we are. The same Ajit Atwell, once deemed too trigger-happy for the magistrates' bench, is now the first citizen of Derby, draped in the mayoral chains and ready to lead. But what's his big plan? Tackling knife crime, no less. Yes, you've got to admire the irony, don't you? The bloke who got sacked for grinning with a rifle is now the city's top dog, promising to make the streets safer. It's like hiring, I don't know, a fox to guard the hen house because it's had a good think about its life choices. And let's talk about that knife crime priority for a moment, shall we? Derby's been having a rough time lately. Multiple stabbings, including the death of Govinder Singh Johal, a local businessman and friend of Atwell's, apparently, who was killed in a Lloyd's bank in broad daylight. Atwell called it senseless, and you know he's not wrong. The city's reeling and people are angry. They're saying the streets feel lawless, but like something out of a dystopian film where everyone's forgotten how to behave. Atwell stepping into this mess, vowing to crack down on blades, and fair play to him for wanting to take it on, but you can't help but wonder if that AK-47 photo is going to haunt him like a bad curry, because people have long memories, especially when you've been caught posing like you're auditioning for a war movie. Now, I've seen the chatter on X and elsewhere, because where else do you go for the unfiltered pulse of the nation, and it's not exactly a loving. Some folks are calling Atwell everything from an Islamic militant to a clown with a zero-trigger discipline. Harsh, maybe. Well, for starters, he's not Islamic. He's a Sikh. And it's nothing to do with Islamic terrorism. So all that criticism, harsh, maybe, but that's what happens when you give the internet a juicy bit of history to chew on. Others are just gobsmacked that someone with his kind of baggage gets to wear the mayor's hat. I mean, come on, Derby. Was the candidate pool really that shallow? Or is this just the modern world where a decade-old scandal is just a quirky footnote on your CV? Look, I'm not here to say Atwell can't do the job. He's from Derby, runs a car and van hire business, and by all accounts, he's got a strong community spirit. His mates on the council say he's the bee's knees. Then again, mates will always big someone up to get the top job, won't they? And he's clearly got enough charm to climb the greasy pole of local politics. But you've got to ask yourself, is this the best they can do? A mayor with a rap sheet that includes a photo op with a weapon of war in a city crying out for safety and trust is not exactly a ringing endorsement for common sense, is it? And here's the thing. This isn't just about Atwell. It's about a system that lets someone with that kind of controversy slide into the top job without so much as a raised eyebrow from the establishment. Where's the scrutiny? Where's the debate? Or are we all just supposed to nod along and pretend it's fine because, well, it's 2025 and we don't want to offend anyone by asking awkward questions, do we? Heaven forbid we actually hold people to account for their past, like, I don't know, the establishment does to people like Tommy Robinson, for example. So I wish Derby luck with their new mayor. I hope he delivers on the knife crime thing. I really do. The city deserves better than headlines about stabbings and lawlessness, but if you'll forgive me for being a bit cynical, I'll keep my fingers crossed that the next mayoral photo op involves a spade for a community garden, not a sodding AK-47, because if we're going to fix this mess, we might need a bit less bravado and a bit more boring old competence. There we go, that's my video. Until the next time, I'm past 49, stay sharp, and for God's sakes, keep your cameras away from assault rifles. I'll catch you at the next one. Roger Trout.